If your investment portfolio is not growing the way you expected, I need you to stop right now and watch this video to the end. Because the problem is probably not what you think it is. It is not the stocks you chose. It is not the market. It is not bad luck. The problem is something far simpler and far more fixable than any of those things. And once you see it, you will never invest the same way again. If you found this video today, I want to say congratulations, because what I'm about to share with you is going to save you years of confused investing and unlock the kind of portfolio growth that most people spend their entire investing life searching for without ever finding. My name is Dan. Welcome to Invest with Dan. Let us get into it. Let me describe a situation and I want you to tell me honestly in your mind whether this sounds familiar. You are investing consistently, regularly. You watch your videos, you do some research, you buy stocks. Some of them are even growing. But when you look at your portfolio, when you look at the actual numbers, something feels wrong. The growth does not feel significant, and it does not feel like it is going anywhere meaningful. You are putting money in. Some green numbers are appearing, but the needle is not really moving, and you cannot figure out why. You are doing everything right, or at least everything you were told was right. So what is the problem? Here is the truth. The problem with most people's portfolio is not that they are buying bad stocks. It is not that they are not investing enough. The problem is how they are spreading their money. Let me give you a clear number that will make this clear. Imagine you have $1,000 to invest. You do your research. You find 5 stocks you like. You spread your $1,000 across all 5 of them, $200 each. Now imagine one of those stocks has an incredible year. It returns 300%. Do you know how much you made on that 300% return? A whooping $600. Your $200 position grew into $800, $600 gained. Now that sounds exciting until you realize that your total portfolio only moved from $1,000 to $1,600, a 60% overall gain on a stock that returned $300%. Because your position was too small to let the return matter. And this is the exact trap that most beginner investors fall into. They buy a little bit of everything. $50 here, $50 there, $20 on this one, $100 on that one. And yes, some of those positions grew. Yes, they feel good watching the green numbers. But the green numbers are not translating into meaningful wealth because the positions are too small to produce meaningful returns, and even when the stock performed exceptionally well. Think about it this way. If you invest $50 in a stock and it returns $300%, 300% in a year, you made $150. You are happy. You gained. But $150 did not change your financial life. Now imagine you had invested $1,000 in that same stock. 300% on $1,000 is $3,000 in profit. Same stock, same return, same year, completely different outcome. Because the size of your position determines how much the return actually matters to you. Now, here is where I want to share something that completely changed how I think about investing. And it comes from a place most people would not expect. The Bible. There is a verse that says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and every other things shall be added unto you." Now, I am not turning this into a religious lesson, but I want you to hear the financial principle embedded in that statement. Seek first one thing with everything you have. And from that foundation, everything else gets added. Not the other way around. Not try a little bit of everything and something sticks. Seek first one with full commitment, and then everything else follows. This is exactly how investing works, and when it works powerfully. When you are starting out in investing, or when you are trying to rebuild a portfolio that has been stagnant, your primary focus should not be diversification. Your primary focus should be concentration. Find one stock, one that you have researched deeply, one that you understand, one whose business you believe in, one whose financials you have studied, one whose future you can make a reasonable prediction about, and then invest aggressively into that one stock. Not $50, not spread across 5 different positions. Everything you can put into that one stock, put it there. Because $1,000 returning 300% is $3,000 in profit. And that $30,000 now become the foundation from which you diversify. Now you have something real to spread. Now diversification actually makes sense because you have built a base large enough for spreading to matter. This is what the verse means. Seek first. Build the foundation with focus, and then every other things shall be added. Diversification after growth, not diversification instead of growth. Now I want you to be completely honest with you, because this channel is built on honesty. This strategy concentrated in investing is not without risk, and I will be doing you a disservice if I did not tell you that clearly. When you concentrate your money in one position, you are also concentrating your risk. If that stock performs well, your gains are amplified dramatically. But if that stock performs poorly, your losses are also amplified. This is the honest reality of concentration. And research actually supports what I'm telling you, but with an important condition. Studies shows that concentrated investors on average produce superior returns compared to highly diversified investors. Warren Buffett himself, one of the greatest investors who has ever lived, has said that diversification is protection against ignorance. It means if you do not know what you are doing, spread everything so one mistake does not destroy you. But if you do know what you are doing, if you have done the research, if you understand the business, if you have conviction, concentration is where the real returns comes from. The condition is knowledge. Concentrated investing without knowledge is not a strategy. It is gambling. Concentrated investing with knowledge, with genuine research, with genuine understanding, genuine conviction, is one of the most powerful wealth building approaches available to any investor. So how do you actually do this? Step 1. Stop buying stocks. Stop buying stocks you do not fully understand. If you cannot explain in simple words what the company does, how it makes money, why it is positioned to grow, and what the risks are, you should not be putting money into it. Not $50, not $1. Understanding is the entry requirement. Step 2. Pick one stock with full conviction. Not one you kind of like, not one someone recommended on a video, not one that is trending on social media, one that you have researched, one whose financial you have looked at, one whose industry you understand, one whose future you genuinely believe in. Step 3. Invest aggressively into that one position. Whatever you have been spreading across 5 or 10 different stocks. Consolidate it. Build that one position to a size where a significant return actually translates into significant money. Step 4. Be patient. Concentration requires patience more than diversification does, because you are not buffered by multiple positions. You are riding one horse, and that horse needs time to run the race. Do not check it every day. Do not panic when it dips. Trust your research. Trust your conviction. Give it time. Step 5. When the position has grown significantly, then diversify. Use the profits. Use the grown position. Build from the foundation you have created. And at that point, every other things shall be added unto you. Your portfolio is not growing because your money is spread out to fill of returns you are already getting. You are not losing. You are just not winning in a way that matters yet. And the fix is not to buy more stocks. The fix is to concentrate more deliberately on the ones you truly believed in, and to build position large enough that when the returns comes, it will come. You actually feel it. Seek first. Build the foundation. Then let everything else be added. This is the secret. And now you have it. In my next video, I'm going to deep on what diversification actually means, because it is not what most people think it is. If you want that video, drop the word diversification in the comment, and I'll make sure it reaches you. If this video gave you clarity, like it, share with someone whose portfolio has been sitting still, and subscribe to this channel for more content like this every single week. I'll see you in the next one. Stay building, stay intentional.